You know, as the saying goes, health is wealth. And many people hear the term behavioral health, but may not fully understand it.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately for us, today we will get an informed explanation of it from Kyle Mead, the president of Heartland Center for Behavioral Change. So welcome, Kyle. It's so great to have you.
Great. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak on this.
Yes. So behavioral health, can you explain what it encompasses and why it's so important?
Sure. Primarily, behavioral health is the treatment of substance use disorder or other disorders in the mental health realm that people need assistance with. And so behavioral health organizations that exist here in across the state of Missouri are able to provide care for people, and really glad to be a part of that system of care. It's so important, not only in itself, but in an integrated model across physical health and primary health care as well.
Yeah, it is so important. And the other big thing is having true factual information about these very kind of vulnerable big topics, if you will. So what would you say are maybe the biggest misconceptions or most common kind of wrongs about mental health and addiction?
Yeah. Well, the first one I wanted to really bring up is this idea that you have to have commercial insurance and money in order to be able to access care and treatment services. Yeah. And while certainly there is a cost for any type of healthcare service, but the fact of the matter is that if you reach out to your community mental health centers, to the substance use disorder providers, we have funding opportunities that can be able to make it accessible to all people. And I think a lot of times people will forego care thinking that it's outside of their scope, and that just isn't true. We have opportunities to be able to provide care for everyone in the community.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, and speaking on that kind of insurance and thinking you need all this income to take care of yourself, for the underserved communities, how does Heartland Center, work to provide access?
Sure. Well, we have probably 10 clinics across the state of Missouri right now, and I would say 95% of the people have no out-of-pocket expense for them to be able to access our care. We operate under a contract with the Missouri Department of Mental Health, and we offer American Society of Addiction Medicine Services. And so each person is assessed to an appropriate level of care. It's very individualized. There isn't a set 28 days like you might see a movie title or something that says that, but it is more goal-based. And so we're able to address people's issues across a full continuum and spectrum of care in terms of intensity level. And generally speaking, like I said, for most people, there is no out-of-pocket expense. We do what's called a standard means test, and we determine what that person's ability to pay. And about 95% of the people never have any out-of-pocket expense.
Very cool.
Gosh,
and I love that goal-based frame that you guys go off of, because I think it really hones in the focus of what you're trying to achieve versus, like you said, trying to achieve so many days or whatever that may look like for someone. Can you go into a little bit more detail on the services that you offer, maybe who can or who does benefit from that?
Sure. Well, right now, our restrictions on our Missouri Department of Mental Health contract is you have to be a Missouri resident.
Okay.
And we only serve adults. There are agencies out there that are able to serve adolescents, but Heartland Center is an adult only. Those are the primary restrictions. Now, if somebody had a need that was outside of our scope of care, obviously we might refer out to somebody else. But we have licensed clinical social workers, licensed professional counselors, nurse practitioners that are doing full assessments and diagnosis with each individual person to be able to determine what the appropriate level of care and eligibility for them is. There is a broad spectrum of needs. Some people need residential support. Some people don't necessarily need residential support. And it's really important that we identify what is the appropriate care for that individual person and then tailor their treatment plan specific to that. Over-treatment isn't any good either.
Yeah.
Under-treatment is obviously very dangerous, but
Right.
we want to make sure that we're not over-treating people with a too high of a level of intensity either.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Yeah.
You shared such amazing information and insightful information. So for our viewers, what is the kind of final message you'd like to imprint upon them about, what you guys do and the importance of behavioral health advocacy?
I think one of the main things that I wanted to share with everybody in the audience is that there is still a stigma associated with substance use disorder, and it does sometimes probably hinder people being willing to reach out and get help. We've made so many great strides over the past few years. All of a sudden, saying the word suicide is not near as taboo as it used to be. And because we're able to have those honest, open dialogues with people, we're able to access the appropriate care and to get people to what they need. And substance use disorder continues to have this stigma. As we were talking before about, many of our health conditions are behavioral based. Diabetes, blood pressure, blood sugar, all of those issues oftentimes are behavioral based. And so the difference is that in primary health, we don't stigmatize people having those kind of conditions, and we're okay with going back and forth to the doctor multiple times. We don't want for people to feel like it's a one and done type of a situation. If it is, that's great. But if you need to continue to come back and reach out, there are community mental health centers, and we are available at the Heartland Center to be able to continue to help people.
We're just about out of time, but thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
being
very
here.
much.
You've been
It was
so
great to talk
insightful.
to
I'm like,
you.
I could talk to you all day about
I know.
this. Yes, so good. All right, you guys, Unscripted will be right back. Do not go anywhere.